Buck Balzer Court, joined by Carson Moeller. Chris Shank will be with us a little bit later on in the broadcast this afternoon as Buhler and Ulysses get set to play in a first-round 4A sub-state game. The winner will move on to the semifinals on Wednesday against the top seed in the sub-state, the Nickerson Panthers. Coverage streaming online today at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app, as well as the Crusaders Sports Network powered by Nextech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. A heartbreaking double overtime loss for the Lady Crusaders on Thursday night. 63-59 was the final. Buhler led throughout the contest. Winfield took a late second half lead in the fourth quarter as they went up to 37-35. Buhler would regain the lead, led by 5 late. Vikings knocked down a couple of free throws to get within 3. And then a Schumacher 3 for Winfield. Emma Schumacher knocked down a 3 near the end of regulation to send it to overtime. Buhler led again in the first overtime period after an Emily Madison 3. But the Vikings again able to tie it 54-all going into a second overtime. And Winfield salted away a win at the free throw line. Again, the final. Lady Crusaders fall in the game 63-59. A double-double, fantastic outing for Mallory Hainan, who finished with 20 points and 12 rebounds for the Lady Crusaders. Foreign Speck added 13 points, 8 boards. A great stat line as well for Emily Madison, 12 points, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Buhler Carson did almost everything right in the game to win the game, except for hit free throws late when they counted. And Coach really summed it up in her post-game comments. You're going to win some games by shooting free throws. You're going to lose some by missing them. And that you can talk about strategy and all of those different things all day long. But at the end of the day, you hit your free throws late, and that was the difference in the game.
Yeah, for sure. And when you have to make those free throws, and that was a pressure environment. It was senior night, it was homecoming, so there was a little more fans than these girls are used to. And so you throw McDowell in, who hasn't had that varsity experience at the line, and so nerves get to you a little bit. None of these girls have really experienced the pressure on one shot like they did. But let's look at back in the beginning of the game, what got them to this point. We come in, Maury, who absolutely dominated us in the first game. She starts off the first quarter really hot, and then the coaching staff makes the decision to put Alex Hutton on there, and Alex Hutton gave this Crusader team a chance, but with how they shut down Maury down low. And so to eliminate the offensive threat and then give yourselves the looseness of saying, hey, we're going to run through our offense and we're going to get good shots, and those came from Hainan, those came a few from Madison. This Crusader team, I think we finally have seen, is starting to click.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned the fantastic night for Hainan. Also, Alex Hutton, who was brilliant defensively in the second half to really take Maury out of the game. And, I was kind of reflecting on this today. You look at the senior class that graduated a year ago, and they really dominated, and deservingly so, the playing time over the last 4 years. And so you come into a season with a new coach and a new system and a bunch of kids with no experience, and it's taken some time for that to maturate. And I feel like if the season were to start today, I wish they had more time, because I think they could pick up some of those close wins that we saw during the regular season. I think those could go the other way.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you look at the schedule, how many games the Crusaders were in the fourth quarter alone, and then they just couldn't finish. They didn't have the stamina or the offensive scoring ability, which we've seen Coach Mitchellstetter grow throughout this season. So instead of being a 4-16 team, you can see an 8 and whatever team. You can see an 8-9 win team. So to see where they are now playing in this Ulysses game, it'll be interesting to see how well they dominate on all aspects of the game.
Well, we talked about it. 6 games now where they led or were within a bucket in the fourth quarter. That's 10-10, and that's a ton different than 4-16. I think they're a better than a 4-win team, and we'll see how they come out today. Really, if you listen to our broadcast or watched it online, obviously very emotional. I tend to let that play out a little bit, and that's just because we care so much about the kids and want to see them do well. And the moment that really defined it for me was at the end of that second overtime when Hamilton Madison came out of the game in tears. That's how much they care, how much they want to win, how hard they compete. And it's been like that all year. There's never been a game when I would go back to where I said, wow, kids just didn't show up today. They've always come to compete.
Yeah, for sure. You look at every single game, whether it be the McPherson game at the beginning of the year where they lost and let McPherson put up 72 points, or it be a close game where they only lose by 4 against Concordia. They never quit, and so that's one of the best things that Coach Mitchelstetter has been able to bring out of these seniors, and to have such a good senior class your first year of coaching. It's going to nurture your program, and so the young kids on this roster like Seeley and Horning and Utsi and McDowell are all going to be able to grow and look when their seniors say, hey, the seniors when we were playing, they always gave it their all no matter what the score was. And so that's going to be, it's something that sets the standard for Lady Crusader basketball, and these senior girls have done such a good job of that. I'm
a little sad we didn't have 4 years of Mallory Hainan. I think she has the makings of a really fantastic player. Had she played her entire high school career, and glad that she came out for her senior year, and it was fun to watch her have that success on Friday. I think an opportunity, it will break down the game coming up, an opportunity for our bigs to dominate inside again today with Hainan and Specht. And then, of course, what Hutton can do on the defensive end. Buhler could have a good day on the inside, and certainly when that's happening, it makes everything else come a little bit easier.
Yeah, for sure. The inside game is going to be big for the Crusaders. They start 3 posts. Alex is more of the hybrid post guard player who plays defense. She's come on in the offensive spectrum lately, and that's going to happen for the Crusaders to continue to have success. But Hainan and Specht down low are going to have to be able to create shots for themselves and then also be able to kick it out to the guards. Horning has asserted herself as a scorer, and Madison can knock down the outside shot. So if all cylinders click for this Crusaders team, it's going to be a fun team to watch.
Yeah, and Coach has had a fairly deep bench all year long, but we really saw her tighten that up on Thursday night and go with a much shorter rotation. Paige McDowell and Kaylin Seeley got most of the minutes off the bench on Thursday, so interesting to see if that how Coach goes with that lineup. And usually by the end of the year, you kind of have that handful of players that you really trust. So.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, it always varies game to game, whether you want more defense in the game, more offense in the game. There are always players who vary on those two, but to be able to have as deep as a bench, although young, is very, very impactful for this Crusaders team. And so everybody on the floor can score for these Lady Crusaders. So it's going to be interesting how it works out.
Well, the girls finish the regular season at 4-16, 3-7 in the league. Mac wins the league at 10-0 as they beat Circle last night. The T-Birds 7-2, Winfield 4-5, Augusta 4-6, Buhler 3-7, and El Dorado 0-8. And Buhler will begin the playoffs today in this opening round play-in game with the Ulysses Tigers, who come in with just 2 wins on the season. The winner of this game will move on to take on the top seed in the sub-state Nickerson. That'll be at Nickerson on Wednesday. The other second round matchup Wednesday will feature Pratt at McPherson. And then, of course, the winners will meet in the sub-state final on Saturday. Our guys won, beat Winfield on Thursday night, 56-40. Vikings hung tough throughout. Buhler able to get it done behind 19 points from Jack Voth to improve to 14-5 on the season and capture a share of the league title, a 3-way split for the league title at 8-2 between Buhler, Augusta, and McPherson. Buhler takes the top seed in their sub-state, and they will await the winner of a play-in game on the guys' side on Tuesday. They will host either Nickerson or Ulysses. That game is being played out in Ulysses this afternoon, and we'll keep you updated on that score from Ulysses today and see who it will be that Buhler faces in the Fieldhouse on Tuesday. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Fee Insurance, by Jackson Meats, Dick's Phillips 66, by Sunflower Electric Supply and by H&R Block. We've got much more coming up on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game, as we'll take a look at the breakdown between Buhler and Ulysses. Also, lots elsewhere happening postseason-wise in Crusader Athletics. Some great things to celebrate coming up. Emily Schweitzer with a big day yesterday in state wrestling, and Sam Elliott wrestling today. We've got all of that and more coming up in our pregame. And a reminder, this is part of the Next Tech Wireless Road to a Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. We've got sub-state basketball all next week on the Ad Astra Sports Network. You can find schedules and streaming audio online at adastraradio.com. More of our pregame next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
For 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
Happy New Year, Kansas! It's 2021 and time for something different, like switching to Next Tech Wireless. Want new devices? Mix and match 5 devices with unlimited data for $125 a month. Love your phone but not your provider? Switch and get $20 off your monthly bill. So bring the whole family to Next Tech Wireless. Get new devices on us or bring your own. Spend a new kind of quality time together. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Game day is a big deal in our house. We don't just go to watch and cheer, we live and breathe it. Our squad is full of passion, snacks, and spirit, and we needed a car that could do more than transport us and needed to participate with us. Midway Motors helped us find the winning ride from pre-gaming to post-game celebrations and everything in between. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Find your game day car at midwaymotors.com.
For over 100 years, the people around Reno County have sold their recyclable metals at Midwest Iron and Metal at the corner of Avenue G and Main in Hutch. Now, more than ever, recycling is critical to our world as we try to conserve valuable resources. The energy saved by recycling one aluminum can can equal the amount of energy it takes to run a TV set for 4 hours. So help the planet and help your pocketbook by recycling at Midwest Iron and Metal, open weekdays from 8 till 4:45 at Avenue G and Main in Hutchinson. Check out current prices at MidwestIronandMetal.com.
This is the HCC pregame show. Founded in 1928, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year education institution in Kansas for more than 90 years. For more on what HCC has to offer, visit hutchcc.edu.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here inside Jim Baker Fieldhouse, Aaron West and Carson Moeller in our pregame today. Brought to you in part by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Newfelt's Flooring, Hutchinson Community College, by First National Bank, and by Man Wyatt and Tanksley. Well, the Crusaders looking for win number 5 in the regular season tonight, as they'll take on a 2-win Ulysses team. These two previously met in some state play in Ulysses in 2019. That was an opening round game, but the Tigers won 43-31. Olivia Owens had 12 points. Maggie Epp 9 in that game. That was the junior year for those two. That team finished 7-13. Ulysses went on to finish that season 18-5 since. They have just 4 wins combined in the last 2 seasons. The Tigers, who have lost 9 straight, including 75-23, the regular season finale at home against Hugoton on senior night. They average just 31 points a game and give up almost 55. And in 13 of their 16 losses this year, they've been outscored by double digits. And so a lot to like about the matchup. Some important things you talk about, I think, just to help with confidence. And I hope the Buhler will come in even despite the double overtime loss with some confidence today. I think that always helps. And then we've talked so much about getting off to a good start. Kind of helps you settle into the game and not press quite as much.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you look at these last 3 or 4 games the Lady Crusaders have played, starting with that Augusta game, they brought a different type of energy to that game. And so their bench was always cheering no matter what happened. And so then you go to the next game, and that's El Dorado home game in which the seniors just completely dominated. So you keep looking at how well these Lady Crusaders are playing, and it's impressive to watch, and you just wish that these girls could have played like this at the beginning of the season, like how we know they can right now.
Well, we've paid a lot of attention this year to the three-point matchups, something that Buhler wasn't very strong at in the beginning of the year. I feel like they've gotten better in that category. Vikes had 7 threes on Thursday, and we talked a lot about those big threes late, but Buhler had 4, so there wasn't a big disparity there like there has been in some games in the past. Madison and Horning certainly very capable from the outside. Always a bonus when Hanen can knock one down, too. Her shot has gotten just better and better. So taking care of the basketball is going to be another key here tonight. The games where Buhler has had 20 or more turnovers, it's been tough to win. So I want to see you under 15. I'd like that final stat line. Both these teams have been turnover prone at times this year. Buhler averages 21, Ulysses 23. So who takes better care of the basketball? Who values the possessions more? Who leads in that shots per possession at the end of the game, I think may tell a big part of the story.
Yeah, without a doubt. Crusaders have to capitalize on their possessions. They've done a really good job as of late working through their offense, trying to find the open shot. There's been a couple times that we've seen them force shots up, and so that's something that they can't do. Those are missed possessions, and so in this, what we look to be a half-court game, every possession is going to count, so you can't come away with nothing.
Absolutely, and do either team press today? Ulysses, watching them on film, they're a little more of a half-court oriented team, really kind of like to slow the game down and turn it more into a defensive struggle. How does that play out today? Does Coach Mitchell-Setter press some on the defensive end? I wouldn't be surprised at all if she does that, and really more comfortable in playing more of a man-to-man style, which in a half-court game kind of lends itself. So a lot of questions to be answered. We do know this, that it's all or nothing today. A team that wins will move on. The team that doesn't will finish their season here this afternoon. You don't want that to be you. And I know this team would like another shot at Nickerson coming up on Tuesday. So a couple of things in your mind, Simo, they have to do really well to make that happen.
Well, turnovers, you mentioned, they cannot have a lot of turnovers. And the other thing that they're going to do is they're going to be able to play defense without fouling. You know, we have Specht and Hutton always seem to find their way into foul trouble. Specht had 4, Hutton fouled out last game. And so when those two are in the game, they create a whole nother aspect for this Crusaders team, and that always propels them to win. So staying out of foul trouble, limiting the turnovers, and then knocking down shots.
Jocelyn Baeza will be a big key today for the Ulysses Tigers. She's their leading scorer at 6 points a game, best three-point shooter at 26%. And she's kind of the engine that makes them go, along with Leslie Lerma, another senior, 5.8 points, 4.8 rebounds a game. It's interesting. They have some size, but not a lot of that plays a ton of minutes. Their tallest kid at 6 foot, limited in minutes this year. Their best rebounders have been some of their smaller kids. Nagel at 5'8", averaging 6 rebounds a game. Lerma at 5'2", averaging 5 rebounds a game. So they're more of kind of a rebound by committee team. I'd love to see Hanen and Specht just dominate today. Both of them can get close to double-digit rebounds, and I think the two of them together can have 20 to 30 points. That's a pretty good recipe for a victory, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And when you have girls that are dogs really, they have the Junkyard Dog Award here for our Lady Crusaders. When you have those girls down there in the post and they always go up for the rebound, they do a really good job of keeping the ball high and putting it back up. You see them, even if they miss that, they go up again and again until they get it in the hoop. And so that's one of the great mentalities of these Lady Crusader posts is they're always going to keep going up till they get that shot in.
Hanen pretty much, she dominated the Junkyard Dog game. Just 20 and 12, fantastic stuff on Thursday. All right, more of our pregame coming up here from Jim Baker Fieldhouse, part of our Next Tech Wireless Road to a Championship. Presented by Riza Perino. We'll remind you that Midway Motors is family-owned and operated and dedicated to making our communities a better place to live. Visit one of their 6 locations throughout central Kansas. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
An alarming number of Kansas preteens admit to drinking alcohol in the last 2 weeks, which makes it urgent for caring adults to find every opportunity to talk to their kids about the dangers of underage drinking. Research shows when youth have multiple conversations with adults about avoiding alcohol and other drugs, they listen. Underage drinking lowers inhibition and increases the chance of risky, regrettable behaviors. Find tips on what to say at riseupreno.org or on Facebook at Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com. with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
You're listening to the HCC Pregame Show. For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today. Online at hutchcc.edu.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here at Jim Baker Fieldhouse, we'll keep you updated on things happening elsewhere today in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. From regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work, your hometown dentist is Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. A few of our bowlers are state-bound. Our guys missed qualifying for state as a team. They finished second by 2 pins in their regional. And because of changes of COVID this year, normally they would have qualified for state. Doing that did not happen. They missed qualifying as a team for state by 22 pins. But we do have some individual qualifiers who will participate next Thursday in North Rock Lanes in Wichita. Mallory Cross, Adria Hewitt, and Trent Sheridan all qualified for the state tournament. The girls, Mallory and Adria, will bowl in the morning, and then Sheridan in the afternoon. Wrestling going on. Emily Schweizer had a fantastic day yesterday. She was the top seed in the 235 weight class at 4A State in Salina. Made it all the way to the championship, where she defeated Chelsea Armbruster of Chapman by fall at the 3:04 mark. And Emily Schweizer is your 4A State champion at 235. That is so cool. Congratulations to Emily.
Yeah, big congrats. You know, I think this was the first time she's had to wrestle all through the bracket here in the playoff system. She didn't have to wrestle all 3 matches, but she ended up working her way down and really dominated, really asserted herself as a name to look out for, as she's only a sophomore and she has 2 more years of wrestling. So big shout out to Coach Juby and Coach Blasey, and best of luck to her throughout her Crusader career.
Sam Elliott at 160 is wrestling in Salina today, and as a matter of fact, he just won, I think, his first match of the day.
Yeah, he won. He won in a tech fault, which is he scored so many points that it's deemed uncomebackable. So he won 15-0 in his first match, and he will wrestle here in about 30 minutes.
In other words, he dominated.
Yes.
Today is what he did. Of course, our swimmers went to state last weekend and had a very successful season number 2 under head coach Shane DeWeese, who was nominated as the 5 through 1A Coach of the Year. Our swimmers finished 20th out of 23 teams at state that were represented. And our 2 divers, Colton and Clayton Webster, finished 8th and 6th, respectively. Our Tyler Adams had a chance this week to catch up with Colton Webster.
I'm with Colton Webster. He placed 8th this weekend at the state diving and swimming. I'm with Colton Webster. He placed 8th this weekend at the state diving and swimming championships. Colton, it's your guys' second year ever. Buhler Swimming in general is its second year ever. How do you think that in the future the team is going to be, and how do you think in the 2 years that you were in it, how do you think it was?
I see a lot of my strong teammates that can carry the team on while I and my brother is going to be away. The swim portion is going to be spectacular. It's going to be a lot stronger as the year progresses, but dive, I have a lot of faith in it.
So now, like I said, you took 8th in state for diving. In general, how well did your season go, and what did you learn about it?
I learned more about that when you get frustrated with anything, you need to look past that and keep moving forward. But with certain things that you do in life, you're going to have a stopping point. So what I learned about that through swim and dive, I actually that I've endured.
So last question, placing at state, what was your favorite part about it?
Being up there with all my competition, I have to say. But another thing I liked is the competition between my brother and I. So, yeah.
All right, thank you, Colton, and congrats on a great season.
All right, thanks, Colton Webster, for taking some time with us into our Buhler Swimmers. We've got our starting lineups to the opening tip next here from the gym. Buhler and Ulysses on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
Don't be left out in the cold shivering when you can have a heater in your coat. That's right. You can install the Anceris Torch 2 universal coat heater into whatever coat you want to wear and stay warm with up to 4 hours of heat between charges. Turn the heat on and off or adjust the heat with the press of a button. What a great gift idea for just $79.95. Shopping Sunflower Electric Supply keeps more money circulating locally. So come see us today, Sunflower Electric Supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for internet that slows you down. IdeaTech is here to bring your business internet freedom. Freedom from high prices, freedom from slow service, and freedom from bad customer support. If you're ready to do business with a local company that cares about you, give IdeaTech a call at 620-543-5000 or visit ideatech.com and contact us through the Hook Me Up button on the homepage. Your internet freedom awaits.
The Hutchinson Medicine Shop is offering the antigen test for COVID-19. This test is designed for symptomatic patients and will show results in 15 minutes. No prescription or appointment is necessary, but call the shop for appropriate times. This is a self-administered mid-nasal test with rapid and accurate results. The test will be administered curbside. Call the Hutch Medicine Shop with any questions. The Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutchinson.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
All right, everybody, let's meet today's HCU Investment Insurance Services starting lineups located inside Heartland Credit Union at 23rd and Severance. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. For the 2-16 Ulysses Tigers out of the GWAC, coached by Tim Hofferber. They went 0-10 in league play this year. A 5'7" junior, number 5, Hayden Riley, averages 4 points a game. A 5'9" sophomore, number 10, Cammie Kenny, 3 points, 4 rebounds. A 5'2" senior, number 13, Leslie Lerma, averaging 6 points, 5 boards. A 5'8" senior, number 20, Hallie Nagel, averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds. And a 5'6" senior, number 30, Jocelyn Baeza, averaging 6 points a game. Riley, Kenny, Lerma, Nagel, Baeza. For Ulysses, the Lady Tigers averaged 31 points on the season. For the 4-16 Lady Crusaders out of the AVCTL under first-year head coach Sierra Mitchellstetter, had one guard, a 5'4" senior, number 2, Emily Madison. Madison, her season-high 12 on Thursday, averaging 5.4 points a game. The 5'1" sophomore guard, number 5, Taryn Horning, averaging 4 points a contest. In the post, a 5'10" senior, number 21, Lauren Specht, leads the team in scoring at 7 points a game to go along with 4 rebounds. A 5'9" senior, number 23, Mallory Hainan, 5 points and 5 boards. And a 5'9" senior, number 33, Alex Hutton, had 4 rebounds a game. Here's a shot inside by Ulysses as the Tigers will control to start the opening tip. Underway with Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson. Turnaround shot in the lane, missed by Hallie Nagel. And a rebound for the Lady Crusaders. Buhler averaging 33 points a game. Aaron West, Carson Moeller, Chris Shank with you from Jim Baker Fieldhouse here on KWHK Hutchinson and the Crusaders Sports Network. And the Lady Crusaders turn the ball over on their opening possession.
And Coach Mitchell-Stetter throwing a little bit of pressure like you guys talked about in the pregame, but see if the Crusaders can get off to a good start this afternoon.
Tigers in their road black uniforms, orange trim, orange lettering. Lady Crusaders home whites, maroon trim, and silver lettering. Alex Hutton guarding Jocelyn Baeza out high. Inside, turnaround shot contested, and a foul called as Hallie Nagel forced it up inside. That'll be a whistle, I believe, on Mallory Hainan. Mallory Hainan, who had that double-double, stayed out of foul trouble on Thursday. Really was brilliant in the double overtime loss. Picks up the foul, her first team foul number 1. Here's Hallie Nagel at the line, who shoots 43% on the year. Ulysses as a team just 52%, and the first shot is too strong.
Yeah, one of the reasons that Hainan had such a big night is she did completely stay out of foul trouble on Thursday, whereas some of our ladies got into serious foul trouble.
Nagel makes 1 of 2 at the line. It is 1-0 Ulysses. 7:06 to play in the first. Here is Horning up top to Madison. Tigers open in a zone. Madison picked up by Riley at the top of the key. Dribbling to her right, now passes left on the wing to Hutton. In the corner to Hainan. Hainan dribbling with the right hand, up top Horning. Peter turned it over their first time down the floor. Looking for their first bucket, Hainan in the mid lane. Underneath, nice pass, the 5 shot short by Hutton. Rebound out of bounds though, off the Tigers. It'll be Buhler ball. We'd like to welcome Ulysses fans tuning into our broadcast today. Of course, they're not here. The KULY guys, Bob Dale, broadcasting the guys playing game against Nickerson this afternoon. Hainan, a 3 up top, missed. Rebound underneath for Ulysses. And so,
yeah, it's hard to be 2 places at once.
It is.
And there's just a little bit of mileage between the 2 locales.
Right side, Baeza with it for Ulysses, up 1-0, 6:13 to play in our opening period. Here's a drive by Lerma to the right baseline, falls down, and tied up by Alex Hutton. Boy, couldn't say enough about Alex's defense on Thursday, and forces the tie up there. She's playing so well in the defensive end.
Yeah, she did a miraculous job of shutting down Maury on Thursday.
Here is Madison up high with it for the Lady Crusaders. Far side circle to Alex in the corner. Horning cut a pass underneath, and it's knocked out of bounds. They're going to call that off of Specht. And so not the start we talked about, helping to settle in by getting off to a good start. 2 turnovers in the 3 possessions. Not the way you want to begin the game.
Yeah, it's been kind of a sluggish start for the Lady Crusaders. Sometimes these afternoon games, it's kind of hard to bring your own energy, and Lady Crusaders need to pick it up.
There's a shot blocked by Hutton as Baeza had a floater in the right baseline. Alex blocked it. Rebound by the Tigers, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Ulysses on their end of the floor as Jocelyn Baeza will play it in. 5:38 to go in the first. 1-0 Ulysses. Inside, Lerma gets eaten up. Finds Hallie Nagel, though, on the left block. And it's up and good, and it's 3-0 Ulysses by 3. 5:27 to play in the first. The other way, Madison will be fouled coming up the floor by Hayden Riley. That'll be the first on Riley, first team foul on the Tigers.
Good to see Madison attacking. She had a pretty big night offensively for the Crusaders Thursday.
Buhler to play it in, left to their own basket, into Hutton, up top to Horning. And Taryn will shoot the open 3 and tie the game.
Well, all she does is score the first bucket of the night. That's what she has done all season long.
A Taryn Horning 3 makes it 3-3, 5:11 to play in the first. Buhler strikes first from the outside. Here is Cammie Kenny on a drive and called for palming the basketball. That'll be the first Tiger turnover. Substitution for Ulysses. Chloe Curl off the bench, a 5'10 freshman. And Grace Murray, a 6-foot junior, both check in. Curl averaging 5 points, hitting score off the bench for the Tigers.
Well, the Crusaders getting the crowd into it a little bit with the turnover and the made bucket.
Madison will be picked up at the timeline by Leslie Lerma. Far side, Hutton. Alex goes cross-court, pass in the corner to Taryn Horning. Yeah, it does seem, as reach-in foul called on Leslie Lerma there, that'll be her first team foul number 1, that more times than not, for whatever reason, Taryn Horning scores the first basket of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we're in game number 21 of the year. I think it's probably happened at least 15 times this season.
Here's Alex Hutton, right side circle, in through the hands of Specht, and that'll be a third Crusader turnover. So this the play-in game. Buhler, the 4th seed, Ulysses the 5. And the winner plays the top seed Nickerson at 17-3. In the semifinals, it'll be at Nickerson Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Now a steal by Alex Hutton. Hutton with a takeaway the other way. Hutton's rebound, or layup, excuse me, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Ulysses.
And Hutton maybe got fouled on the way in. Timeout's going to be taken by Coach Hofferberg.
Timeout Tigers, 4:20 to play here in the opening period. Tied at 3. This is Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation. Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
Each and every day, WIFCO steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
And our coverage to in part by Midwest Iron and Metal, by Wade Penn Insurance, the Medicine Shop, by Apex Shears, and by Ray and Sons Roofing. Tigers with the ball in a 3-3 game. 4:12 to play in the first. Jocelyn Baeza has it, right side circle. Out front to Chloe Curl. Off to Baeza. Shadowed by Hutton. Near side circle, Lerma. Lerma looks inside. Pass deflected and a steal by Lauren Specht, and then a foul on the Tigers. That'll be on Grace Murray, her first. Team foul number 3. And the third Tiger turnover.
Something I think we can easily tell, fellas, if we speed the tempo of this game up, Ulysses is going to start fouling to try to just ugly it up.
Tigers have been more of a half-court oriented team as Paige McDowell and Abby Utsi, the 2 juniors off the bench in for the Crusaders. Hainan and Horning are out. Here is McDowell, got big minutes down the stretch on Thursday inside. A lot of contact, no whistle, and they'll call it a steal by the Tigers.
Yeah, Grace Murray really altered that shot inside.
So Ulysses back the other way. Inside, a floater with the right is in and good for Hallie Nagel.
She has all 5 of the Tigers' points.
5-3, Ulysses by 2. Buhler the other way. Madison finds Utsi on the left wing. Abby drives in the corner. Amy shoots the 3 and hits it. Buhler 2 of 2 from the outside, leads 6-5.
Well, the 3-point ball has sometimes been to Buhler's detriment. Now another steal.
Now a steal. Madison takes it away, but then Lerma takes it right back. Buhler by 1 on the Madison 3. Now a shot up, missed in the lane. Ball out of bounds to the Crusaders as Horning and Hainan return quickly. Specht and Madison will go out. Substitution, Cammie Kenny returning for Ulysses, along with Hayden Riley. So Buhler with its first lead at 6-5, 3:05 left in the quarter. Here is McDowell, right side circle. Up top to Horning, far side circle to Utsi. Back to McDowell. 2:40 to go in the first. Hutton has it at the foul line, off to Page. McDowell for 3, rims long. Long rebound by Alex Hutton. Off to Horning. She'll shoot the 3 from the left wing. Missed. Rebound Tigers. Taken by Chloe Curl. Lerma brings it across the timeline, picked up by Horning. 2:19 to go in the quarter. Lerma inside, floats with a right and scores it.
Lerma can move with the basketball in her hands. She's got some quickness.
7-6. Ulysses back in front by 1, and a timeout by Coach Mitchell-Stetter. 2:14 to go in the first. We're back in 30 seconds with Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Strikes your home or business, call your hometown team. Call Phoenix Restoration. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When the unthinkable hits your home or business, we are here to help. We'll put our 10+ years of experience to work to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration will help you rise again after your disaster.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, we're live today from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hutch. Online at allensamuelshutch.com. Here is Utsi. Off on the right side circle to Hutton. Buhler down 1, 7-6. After the Lerma floater in the lane. Utsi off a fake. Kicks to Horning. Like to see Buhler get their bigs inside, a little bit more involved in this. Hained after having 20 points on Thursday night has not touched the ball underneath yet. Tigers have done a good job of sealing off the inside of that zone. Horning for 3, missed. Rebound tapped about, taken by the Tigers.
Yeah, running that 2-3 zone, it really makes it difficult as they just have the lane all sorts of clogged up with players.
Baeza up the floor, left to right, plays it off to Nagel. Nagel with 5 first quarter points. Floater in the right baseline, missed. Rebound tapped about and taken by Hainan. Here comes Horning up the floor with a right-hand dribble. Right to left across the timeline. Plays it to McDowell. Near side Utsi. Utsi floating to her right against the top of that zone. Off to Hutton. Far side McDowell. Off to Horning. Right side circle. 1:07 to go in the quarter. Here's McDowell on a drive underneath. And had it stolen away in the lane. Picked off by Nagel. Ulysses still leading by 1. Crossover dribble. Left to right by Baeza. Being shadowed by Hutton. Here's Nagel. Nagel floater and score it off the window. And it is 9-6. Tigers by 3. 43 seconds to go in the opening period of play.
Well, she averages 5.6 a game. She's already got 7 of Ulysses' 9.
Utsi with it, had it knocked away, and a tie-up. The Arrow will keep possession with the Crusaders. But Buhler so far, all of their shots being settled from the outside, really not getting anything toward the basket. As McDowell and Hutton come out. Kalen Seeley, a sophomore, and Aaron Lackey, a junior, will check in.
Well, the 2 ways you attack the 2-3 zones, either knocking down trays or driving between the top 2 guards, and Buhler has not had any success splitting the top 2 defenders this evening.
Typically, if you'll get to the middle of the lane, it'll pull those baseline defenders out. And Marin Lackey with a right wing 3, missed. 16 seconds left in the first. And a rebound for the Tigers. Ulysses can hold for the final shot here. Here's Lerma off right baseline to Hayden Riley. Riley driving inside, puts up the floater, missed. Rebound tapped about, knocked loose. Taken to the Tigers, and that'll get us to the end of the first quarter of play. 9-6 our score. Ulysses by 3 after 1. Specht and Madison will return to start the second. We'll be back with Crusader basketball in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Just like Hutch has been synonymous with salt dating back to its discovery here in 1887, Cargill is synonymous with salt. Cargill Salt of Hutch, proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
This is Derek Fees with APAC Kansas Shears Division. You know we do big projects, but we also want you to know we can help you with parking lots, driveways, and other projects at your home or business. Asphalt or concrete, we're here to help. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Spring into a new season with Hutch Rec Youth Sports. Registration is going on now through March 12th for spring volleyball and soccer leagues. Volleyball leagues are available for 1st through 6th graders, while soccer leagues are available for 3 to 10-year-olds. Games are played on Saturdays in April and May. Register for Hutch Rec spring volleyball and soccer online at hutchrec.com or in person at Hutch Rec downtown at 17
side to their bigs.
Yeah, and this Ulysses team will turn it over. We got
11-6, Tigers by 5.
Yeah, Nagel's playing like a senior that doesn't want this to be your last night ever.
And Lauren Specht draws a foul on the right baseline. Cammie Kinney tried to take a block inside. He'll pick up the foul. It'll be her first, team's fourth. Buhler has led only once briefly on an Emily Madison 3, 6-5. Buhler's only 2 buckets in the half have been threes from Madison and Horning. Here is Seeley on a drive, shot blocked, but a foul. And that'll be the second on Cammie Kinney. And that's really what we've got to start doing, is getting motion toward the basket. And if you can do that, you can get the ball into the lane. It pulls those bigs off the baseline. So Kaylin Seeley at the line, 6 of 14 on the year, misses the first free throw. Substitution is Jocelyn Baeza returns, replacing Kinney for Ulysses. Buhler on the season, like the Tigers, just a 52% foul shooting team. And Kaylin Seeley makes 1 of 2 at the line. First, second quarter point for Buhler. It's 11-7. A 4-point lead. The other way, a whistle and a foul called as Chloe Curl was bringing the ball up the right side of the floor. And a reach-in foul on Marin Lackey. That'll be Marin's first, the team's second. Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, another playing game on the guy side in Ulysses. The Tigers lead Nickerson. Shot inside, missed by Ulysses. Rebound for Lauren Specht. Ulysses leading Nickerson at the end of one, 18-16. The winner of that game will be here on Tuesday to take on our Buhler boys. Here is Marin Lackey, left side circle against the zone. Out front to Madison. Lackey to Madison. Off to Hainan. Far side Lackey. I really think the driver has to be Madison, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They try to force it into Specht, and a turnover. That'll be the 6th on the Crusaders. And the other way, floater in the lane, missed with the right hand by Hayden Riley. Rebound, Mallory Hainan. Yeah, this is where if I'm Emily Madison, just push it. And they call her for a travel. McDowell and Hutton will return for Buhler. Lackey and Seeley will come out of the game as Buhler's turned it over now 7 times in the first half. Now you have, along with Madison, another driver in the game in Paige McDowell. And McDowell's going to pick up a cheap foul coming up the floor on Leslie Lerma. That'll be the first on Paige, 13 foul.
Yeah, that time McDowell didn't get squared up to the basket. You got to really try to force people back to the middle of the floor in that situation.
So a 7th turnover. The Tigers have the ball and a 4-point lead to the right of the court here. Buckbalzer court in Buhler. Up top with it is Hallie Nagel. She's guarded by Hainan in the one-on-one. And a 3 in the right corner, rims long, missed by Chloe Curl. Ulysses on the year, just 20% from the outside. Madison on a drive, dishes Hainan, baseline jumper. It's in and out, no good. Rebound tapped out by Specht, but they're going to call it over the back on Lauren Specht. That'll be her first. And the team's 5th as Grace Murray will return for Ulysses, replacing Leslie Lerma. Boy, a lot of empty possessions here early in this game. Just 7 points, 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and just the 2 field goal makes. It's been a rough shooting night for the Crusaders.
There's travel and called against the full court pressure that time. The freshman Chloe Curl turns the ball over. That'll be a 5th turnover on the Tigers. So Buhler's got to get some offense going here. See if they can get Specht and Hainan loosened up inside. Madison steps into a 3 and knocks it down. That is Ammy's 2nd tray of the game. She's got 6, and it's a 1-point game.
Well, thank goodness the threes are falling so far for the Crusaders.
5:48 to play in the first half here. Second quarter, Buhler down by 1. And what do we got? We've got an official's timeout for an injury.
Yeah, that's
I didn't see the contact.
Baeza, I don't know. She's out between the rings and
looks like she twisted her
some
right
sort
ankle.
Of ankle injury. Yeah. She's in some visible pain.
So Jocelyn Baeza is going to have to come out of the game. She'll be replaced by Leslie Lerma. It happened away from the ball. I almost wonder if she planted her foot and rolled or maybe stepped on somebody else's foot.
She's one of the 3 seniors the Ulysses has, so And she's leading them in boards so far this evening, or afternoon.
Karen Horning has returned for Buhler here in the injury timeout. Emily Madison to the bench. 11-10, Buhler trails by 1. Tiger ball up top with it is Nagel. Nagel drives, floats off the window. Boy, she has been a Crusader killer so far with 11 points.
Yeah, she's doubled up her season average.
Really done a good job at getting penetration into the lane. Buhler's got to shut that off. Far side circle with it is Horning. I wonder with Baeza out of the game if they'll switch Hutton on to Nagel. Boy, there's another turnover, a long pass to the baseline. And just nothing there. As Madison and Utsi will return, Hainan and McDowell come out. Buhler's got to cut down on the empty possessions. That is already 8 turnovers. The ones that really hurt are the ones like that that are unforced.
Yeah. Yep. Well, now I've got to try to turn Ulysses over and get a stop defensively.
13-10, Tigers by 3 with the ball. Lerma inside, shot blocked by Lauren Specht. Rebound taken by Madison and a foul.
I'm glad they're going to get that foul called as Madison clearly got the defensive rebound, had it for a moment before Lerma reached in. That's already Lerma's second. And I tell you guys, if we can get Ulysses in some more foul trouble, they don't have much depth.
Second foul on Leslie Lerma, 6th team foul. Crusaders will shoot opponent's free throws with the next. Here is Madison up top with it. Dribbling with the right hand off to Horning. Little T will shoot the 3, and it's in and out, no good. Rebound Tigers, pulled down by Hayden Riley. 13-10. 3-point separation, low scoring first half, just the way Ulysses would want it. Tigers with the ball in the right corner. Chloe Curl up top to Nagel. Shadowed by Utsi. Really got to keep her out of the lane. And Riley up top. And a whistle and a reach-in foul called on Alex Hutton.
That's Hutton's first, thankfully.
Just the first on Alex, as Chris mentioned. And a timeout Ulysses. 4:15 left here in the first half. Ulysses 13, Buhler 10. We're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Are you looking for fresh meats without all the added preservatives and chemicals? Jackson Meat has the answer. Shop locally with us for healthy homemade products. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Jackson Meat, open Monday through Friday 8 to 6, Saturday 8 to 1.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
For sand, gravel, concrete, and decorative rock, call the professionals at Gravel and Concrete Incorporated. Locally owned and family operated, John, Chris, Laura, and Lyle Paulson are always happy to help you with your sand, gravel, and concrete needs. And be sure to check out their large selection of landscape holders. That's Gravel and Concrete Incorporated. Call 422-3249.
Serving all of Central Kansas, Gravel and Concrete Incorporated, 7010 North Nickerson Road. Call 422-3249.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here to Jim Baker, 13-10, Ulysses by 3, 4:15 to play in the second quarter. And the 3 is short by Chloe Curl. Rebound tapped out of bounds off Ulysses. Well, we'll talk about some of the other play-in games on the girls' side being played today. Abilene at Concordia. The interesting one to me in the Augusta Substate, Andale is I like them in that Substate. Circle, Augusta, El Dorado, all there. Think Andale can beat Circle?
I think they could.
There's Madison for a 3. Got it! Third of the game for Haley Matz, and it's a tie game of 13.
First time this game's been tied since the 0-0 point.
3:44 left in our first half of play. Ulysses the other way. Lerma cut off. Plays it far side circle to Grace Murray. A near steal. Ball saved at the timeline by Nagel. Allie Nagel dribbling it right side baseline. Good defense by Utsi. Great defense by Abby. Off to Lerma. Tied up inside against Madison. Well, that's got to be a 5 count.
Yes.
That has to be a 5 count. Shot in the lane, missed by Chloe Curl. And now a foul on Grace Murray. That was the slowest 5 seconds ever.
Well, you know, the whole counting clock, guys, you've all played, you know, touch football or whatever where you can't rush. And if you're the one counting to rush, it's a quick count. And if you're the guy on offense, you have that long count.
Man. Well, the foul on Murray, the 7th team foul, it puts Lauren Specht at the line for 1-1. Lauren had a good night at the free throw line at Winfield, one of the few Crusaders that did. Well, and that's her first point.
That's big to make the free throws today because that was kind of her Achilles heel. Thursday. And another big thing, fellas, they've got 3 players with 2 fouls. And this Ulysses team, I mean, they didn't bring that many girls to begin with. I really feel like they have a paper-thin depth. And so if we can get some foul trouble here, that's really going to help us out.
Peter was down 5 in this game. Since then, they are on a 9-2 run, and they lead by 2 with 3:09 to go in the half, 15-13. 2 free throws by Lauren Specht. Well, good to see Jocelyn Baez okay. She's back on the floor for the Tigers. And a near steal by Hutton. Alex has played her really, really well. And Baez driving on Hutton. In the corner to Lerma. Up top, the freshman steps into a 3. Missed by Curl. Rebound in the mid-lane to Lauren Specht. Here comes Madison up the left side of the floor. Amy, far side to Horning. And Taryn drives through traffic. Off to Madison on the wing. Now Madison underneath to Utsi. Off to Hutton. Back up top to Madison. Madison will drive again.
She got hammered.
My goodness.
She got
Where's the whistle, Mr. Official? Baeza with a tough rebound. Boy, they'll give the cheap foul inside on they'll give the cheap foul inside, but Madison got plowed into by Grace Murray. And they call that on Utsi, her first, team 6th.
Well, that possession, the Crusaders did a great job of splitting those top 2 defenders on the 2-3. If you keep doing that, you are going to cut into that zone.
How do you not call the tackle but call the cheap reach in? And Madison's going to be whistled, I think, against Lerma. No. Who did they get on that? Lerma driving far side. They'll pick it up on Hutton, her second. Boy, that'll be the 7th on the Crusaders. So now the Tigers at the line for 1-1. First free throw is good by Leslie Lerma, who shoots 64%. She's Ulysses' best shooter at the stripe of the year. Hutton comes out, replaced by Kaylin Seeley. Another play-in game today. Winfield and Mulvane, 1 of 2 at the line for Lerma, but the Tigers with an offensive board, down 1 with the ball back. And here is Baeza up top, now guarded by Seeley. Far side to Curl. Curl stuck underneath. And Nagel stepped out of bounds before she touched the basketball. It'll be a turnover on the Tigers.
8th turnover on Ulysses. So the turnover battle even 8 apiece.
Ottawa and Iola in the East in a play-in game today. There's a shot inside, missed. Rebound Ulysses. Also in the East, Parsons and Coffeyville playing today. Here's Lerma up top to Nagel. Nagel trying to work to the baseline. Shot too strong. Lerma underneath. Rebound. Throws it up off the bottom of the rim. She was way too deep to get a decent shot off. Rebound Lauren Specht. Now Madison turned over by Lerma. Layup missed, but she gets the rebound. Back inside and good.
Yeah, Leslie Lerma, credit to her. She got the turnover, and she got her own offensive rebound after she missed the lay-in try and put it back in the second go-around.
So a 3-0 Tiger run. 57 seconds to go in the quarter. 16-15. Here's Utsi inside to Horning. Foul line jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound loose on the deck. And taken by Ulysses with 45 seconds left to go in the half.
Hopefully the Lady Crusaders can get a stop here and maybe get a turnover and get another chance at the rim here before the half.
16-15, Tigers by 1. Need a big stop here. Long pass to Baeza. Not a big foul there on the Seeley. Kaylin went for the steal, and that'll put Jocelyn Baeza, a 62% foul shooter at the line, for 1-1. Hayden Riley returning here for Ulysses, replacing Leslie Lerma. Well, Buhler's going to have potentially one more opportunity here to possessed the ball in the second half. In the first half, Spaiza knocks down the first free throw to make it a 2-point lead. Got them both.
Yeah, Ulysses is coming in. Their last game, they only put up 23 points against Hugoton, and they've almost got that here in the half.
18-15 and another turnover. Boy, the turnovers have just been killers today. Too many empty possessions inside. Score it for Hayden Riley. You've got to stop turning the ball over.
Well, under 10 seconds to play. Let's see if the Lady Crusaders can get a shot look.
Yeah, wild three by Horning. Rebound Ulysses, and that'll get us to halftime. 2 seconds. Tigers won't get a shot off. And boy, after that, 2 free throws by Lauren Speck got Buhler up by 2. A lousy 3 minutes for Crusader fans as Buhler gives up 7 unanswered points. And the Tigers lead by 5 at halftime. And boy, you can really circle 2 things in the game. The lack of any kind of inside game of the Crusaders at all. All 4 of their field goals have been threes in this game. And then the 10 turnovers just hurt.
Yeah, I mean, right now, turnover-wise, Buhler with 10, Ulysses with 8. So for the second half, I mean, I think if we can value the possession a little bit more, and then also try to get some more fouls on Ulysses, and that's going to happen by attacking the rim, as they've got 3 main players with 2 fouls, and so hopefully we can start seeing those ladies get their 3rd and 4th fouls and limit their time.
All right, 20-15 at the half. Our halftime is next here on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you want to help the students of BHS in their extracurricular activities? The Buhler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. To join, stop by the Buhler Closet at any home game or email BuhlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
1947. It was the year the Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome, and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Reno County District Attorney's Office announced Friday the appointment of Andrew Davidson as Deputy District Attorney. Davidson, a Hutchinson native and Buhler High School graduate, received his law degree in 2004 from Washburn University School of Law. He spent 5 years with a Topeka law firm before accepting an assistant county attorney position in McPherson County. He joined the Reno County DA's office in 2011 and has been a senior assistant district attorney since 2018. Davidson will take the position previously held by Tom Stanton before he became district attorney last summer. Dillon's announced yesterday expansion of availability of COVID-19 vaccines to more of their pharmacy locations in Kansas through the Federal Retail Partnership Program. They will be distributing their limited supplies at 48 pharmacy locations in accordance with local and state health department plans. They're also supporting a phased approach for Kansas, first focusing on priority populations. Appointments for the vaccines will be mandatory. They can be made by going to dillons.com/COVID vaccine, along with the 5th and Adams and Marketplace store at 30th and Waldron and Hutchinson, where they have been available. Vaccines will now be offered at their pharmacies at 12th and Main and Newton, 10th and McKinley and Great Bend, and in Pratt. No word at this point on whether or if vaccines at some point will be available at the other Hutchinson Dillons Pharmacy on East 4th or at the Dillons Pharmacy in McPherson. Startup Hutch and the Downtown Hutchinson Revitalization Partnership are joining forces to support the local arts community by collaborating to leverage resources to obtain loans for a new business that is opening at 115 South Main in downtown Hutchinson March 13th. Board and Brush Creative Studio, owned by Sarah Nolan, is a franchise DIY wood sign shop, specializing in customers designing and creating projects in the store with help of an instructor. Startup Hutch Program Director Jackson Swearer said the project is a great example of multiple community entities working together to make a project happen. Hutch Chamber Economic Development and Downtown Manager Lacey Jansen said they are excited for the opportunity to partner with Startup Hutch, and they love seeing downtown occupied by entrepreneurs investing in their dreams.
An alarming number of Kansas preteens admit to drinking alcohol in the last 2 weeks, which makes it urgent for caring adults to find every opportunity to talk to their kids about the dangers of underage drinking. Research shows when youth have multiple conversations with adults about avoiding alcohol and other drugs, they listen. Underage drinking lowers inhibition and increases the chance of risky, regrettable behaviors. Find tips on what to say at riseupreno.org or on Facebook at Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. If you farm or in the agriculture, healthcare, construction, real estate, or own your own business, we'd love to talk to see how we can help your operation. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
Is it time for a fundraiser? As you consider the best way to raise dollars for your organization, think of Yoder Meats. Our snack stick fundraiser is easy to manage and low cost to get started. Yoder Meats snack sticks are shelf stable, come in 12 different delicious flavors, and provide a great return. Give us a call at 620-465-3807 or email snacksticks@yodermeatsks.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information and updates on our weekend specials. Taste the old-fashioned flavor at Yoder Meats in Yoder and 3 locations in Wichita.
This is the Next Tech Wireless Road to a Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. 30 minutes a week can change the life of a young person. Youth with a mentor are 46% less likely to start using illegal drugs. To learn more, visit riseupreno.org. Together we soar.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And our first half recap brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at adamsbrown.cpa.com. Tigers raced out to a 3-0 lead. Buhler tied it on a Taryn Horning 3-3 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tigers again by 3 at the end of one, 9-6. It was a 13-all game on a Madison 3 with 3:48 to go in the second. And then Buhler took a 2-point lead, 15-13 on a pair of Lauren Specht free throws. That was part of a Buhler 9-2 run, but the Tigers come back off a couple of Buhler turnovers and score 7 unanswered to finish the first quarter and lead by 5, 20-15. Ulysses 4 of 5 at the foul line of the first half. Buhler 3 of 4. Scoring, Hallie Nagel, who averages 5.6 a game, has doubled that almost in the first half with 11 points. 2 for Hayden Riley, 5 from Leslie Lerma, and 2 for Jocelyn Baeza. For the Crusaders, 9 from Emily Madison, Taryn Horning with 3, Kaylin Seeley with 1, and Lauren Specht with 2. A lot of different ways you can break this down, but a couple of things I think, fellas. Number one, we've got to take care of the basketball. Number two, we've got to get the ball inside. Either Hanen or Specht has a field goal yet, and you're just not going to win. And that's not a good recipe, shooting all those threes.
Yeah, and we started to see it there when we made a little run, and, you know, Dangner tied it up, or did tie it up briefly there, where we were attacking, getting through, because the 2-3 zone, you've got to attack through the top 2 guards, because then that really just causes problems, and we just got to continue to work the ball there, and that'll hopefully get the ball to our bigs and get some looks inside and get some fouls. I can't tell you, you know, Grace Murray has 3 boards. She has not scored, but she has altered so many shots for Buhler's, and if we could get her off the floor in foul trouble, that would be big and really open up the lane.
Yeah, and this zone defense kind of playing with the Crusaders. We'll see what adjustments they make at halftime, but they haven't been able to get the looks they wanted to. They've had a few post-ups, overthrown the passes. So I think Aaron's mentioned it before. It really starts with this post game. I mean, Amelie's hit those couple threes to keep us at a close game, but we really got to get the ball inside and start dominating down low.
Absolutely. Hanen was not a factor at all. I think she had 1 shot, and that was a long 3 in the first half. And, yeah, let's get the bigs involved in the game, see if we can't make a go of it in the second half. Well, our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Our Buhler guys play on Tuesday night here in the Fieldhouse in the opening round of 4A Sub-State. They'll play either Ulysses or Nickerson. Nickerson with a slim 2-point lead at halftime of their play-in game out in Ulysses this afternoon. It is 31-28. That'll be either a 7 or a 6 o'clock game on Tuesday. The winner of our game here will go to Nickerson and play on Wednesday night. 20-15, Nickerson by 5. Second half when we come back on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
New year and a great time to check out Nextech Wireless for your business. Spend a little time with our business team and get a tailor-made wireless plan that connects just how you need it to. Sign on and we'll set you up with great technology and coverage that's supported by the best service at the best price. Let our business group earn your business. We'll show you why we're something different. Nextech Wireless for Business. Kansans supporting Kansans. 785-621-5130.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other brands just as well. We do metals too, but if you have a heating or air conditioning need, call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Buhler ball to start the second half. To our right, Tigers will stay in that zone. Madison, Specht, Horning, Hainan, and Hutton in there. There's a 3 right corner by Taryn Horning. And a rebound for the Tigers. It'll be Riley, Kinney, Lerma, Nagel, and Baeza for Ulysses. Lerma across the timeline. They play it inside. Turnaround shot short by Cammie Kinney. Out of bounds. It goes off Mallory Hainan. It'll stay with the Tigers on their end of the floor.
Hope the Crusaders can get off to a good start here in this third.
Ulysses with the ball. Right side circle is Riley with it. Off to Baeza for a 3, and it missed. Rebound inside Lauren Specht.
That's Lauren's 5th board of the afternoon.
Addison the other way, across the timeline, the behind-the-back dribble. Plays at top of the circle, far side now to Hainan. Right side of Horning, see what adjustments Coach Mitchellstetter made in the locker room. There's Specht down on the left block. Up top, Addison. Hammy drives into traffic and lost the handle. Out of bounds, another turnover.
Yeah, Cammie Kinney was inside protecting the rim, had her hands straight up, but looked like she got her a little bit with the body, but no call.
Well, they've not been calling those that contact inside so far today. Baeza the other way, off to Nagel. She'll shoot the 3 over Hainan, short. Rebound tapped about, and they're going to call a foul on Hayden Riley on the rebound.
That's her second personal, so there's now 4 main cogs for Ulysses with 2 fouls. Be big if we could get those third fouls starting to pile up.
Here's Horning off to Hutton. Madison out high with it. Buhler down 5. Tearing the 3. Left side, another miss. Rebound inside. Specht missed. Rebound Ulysses.
Good to see Specht get that shot off inside. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Stop settling for the 3s. Tigers the other way. Inside, Nagel called for a travel.
Yeah, she caught it outside of the free throw line and shuffled her feet. Good call by the officiating crew right there.
McDowell returns and Madison goes out. I watch body language a lot. I think Madison would never come out of the game if you didn't make her.
She is a competitor. You can tell she enjoys playing the game.
Here's Horning. Off on the left baseline. Specht gets around inside, missed the shot. Rebound Tigers.
Yeah, Kinney got the defensive rebound there. It was a good look. They had her in the short corner, and just the jumper wouldn't fall.
This is the other way. Still up by 5. No points yet in this third quarter by either team. There's Lerma on a drive. Jumper good.
That's Lerma's 3rd field goal of the afternoon, 7 points overall.
22-15, a 7-point advantage. 5:25 to go here in the third. They're looking for their first third quarter points. Mallory Hainan's got it, left side circle. Out front to McDowell, near side Horning. Another 3 launched, another 3 missed. And the ball out of bounds. Another empty possession. Wow.
They're going to get Lauren Speck for the over-the-back call. And so now some full-court pressure being applied by Coach Mitchellstetter. And hopefully it can be a little bit stouter.
Chloe Curl in, Leslie Lerma out for Ulysses. Crusader basketball brought to you by the Rise Up Reno Prevention Network. By Prairie Bank of Kansas, Wifco Stone Products by Erickson Custom Building, and by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Jocelyn Baeza plays it right side to Hallie Nagel. Nagel inside and fouled. She'll have 2 at the line.
I think they're going to get Haanen for the foul. That is Mallory's second personal. Second foul on the Lady Crusaders this half.
So Hallie Nagel, 1 of 2 in the first half, had 11 points. And the first free throw is off the back iron, missing. 15 points still stuck on that with 5 minutes to go in the third. Second in and out, no good. Rebound Haanen. Off to Horning. She'll take the point across the timeline, left to right. Picked up by Hayden Riley. Far side to Haanen. Up top McDowell. Near side Horning. Back to Mallory. Far side to Page. Dowell working against the zone defense. Haanen up top. Shoots the 3 in and out, no good. Rebound Hutton off the window, missed. Rebound Ulysses. Out of bounds. And
I think they just got Speck for a block foul. You're going to say they got her with the body. Down along the baseline.
I didn't see that. So Specked out and Utsi in. I didn't even see any contact, to be honest with you. Boy, we've been completely taken out of this game. Peter's got to find a spark from somewhere. Maybe it starts in the defensive end.
Hutton out high, guarding point.
Baeza brings it across the timeline, off to Curl. She curls in the lane, missed the shot, wide right, rebound Haanen.
5th board of the night for Mallory.
Here comes Taryn Horning up the floor, into the hands of McDowell. Here's side of Hutton, up top Haanen, far side Horning. Taryn, floater in the lane, a whistle and a foul call.
Good to see Horning drive and get fouled. So the foul is going to go against Chloe Curl. That's her first.
4 minutes to play in the third. Buhler looking for its first point of the second half. Here is Taryn Horning at the line, and just Taryn's 8th free throw try of the year. And I just noticed my scoring chart, somehow her free throw circles disappeared. How did that happen? And she goes 1 of 2. So 22-16. That's Buhler's first point. Now a 6-point game. 3:58 to play.
McKenna Siemens checked in between the free throws.
So the freshman Siemens in for McDowell. A lot of youth now at the guard position with Horning and Siemens. Shot inside, in and out, missed by Ulysses. Rebound of the putback. Kenny goes over the back. And they let her play it. And up and off the glass and good. And it's 24-16. The lead is now 8.
Lady Crusaders desperately need some offense.
Siemens with it in the corner. Another 3 try by Horning. Another miss. Another rebound for Ulysses. Wow. Lerma across the timeline, right to left. Into Kenny. And a foul called on Utsi.
Going to get her with the reach. That's Abby's second.
Hayden Riley returns, replacing Chloe Curl for Ulysses. 3:08 left in the third, 24-16. Buhler with 1 point in the third quarter. And Lerma's got it. And are you kidding me? Good grief. Another reach in. And Ava Combs will check into the game, the freshman guard. And now we have, as Utsi will come out, 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and a pair of seniors out there. Baeza to play it in. Now 5 team fouls in the half on the Crusaders and a steal. I think Combs got a hand on it. See if they can turn defense into offense. Here comes Horning in the lane. Yes, finally a bucket.
That is the first 2 of the entire game for Buhler.
20-18, lead down to 6. 2:46 to play here. The other way, shot blocked, but they're going to get Hainan with a foul on Nagel.
That's the first transition-type basket try that Ulysses has had tonight. Hainan's going to get whistled for her third. And Nagel's going to go to the line now for her third trip tonight.
That is now 6 team fouls on the Crusaders. Nagel is 1 of 4. First free throw here is good. Crusader basketball brought to you by the Bruce Isaacson Agency, by Ideatech, Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Phoenix Restoration, and by the Buhler Booster Club. Second misses. Rebound, Alex Hutton. So Nagel back out to a 7-point game. 25-18. Buhler the other way. Hainan's got it right side of the corner to Siemens, and she threw it away. Number 12 in the turnover category. Baeza up the floor. In the corner, and a three is good for Hayden Riley, and it's a double-digit game.
That's
and a timeout, Buhler.
Tough break for the Crusaders as that three was right dead straight.
Full timeout on the floor, 2:16 to go in the third. 28-18, back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring high school athletes, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
Ideatech brings the fastest, most reliable internet service to rural towns in our region, and we back it up with the friendliest customer service based right out of Buhler. With our fully fiber optic network, Ideatech customers can enjoy speeds faster than those in the largest cities in the U.S., serving small communities in south central Kansas and select parts of Hutchinson. Visit Ideatech.com or call us at 620-543-5000 to learn more.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, where they're dedicated to finding you the make and model that best suits your lifestyle and budget. Online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Madison and Specht, along with Seeley, have returned. Now it's over on the Tigers.
All right. Some momentum, gentlemen.
Use this final 148. Make something happen. Madison off to Combs. Right side circle. Far side Seeley. Siemens will try another three. This one missed. Rebound Seeley.
Wow.
No! No! That was out of bounds off Cammie Kenny. And they're going to say Tiger ball.
Okay, so the Lady Crusaders got to try to force a turnover here. They
and
do.
Combs. Oh, she had the pass picked off, but she lost it.
Mr. Abbott tried to throw it back in bounds for her.
On the deck. Double teamed in the corner, and they'll call Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. We've got a busy week of sub-state basketball coming up next week all across the network beginning Monday. And, of course, we'll have Crusader basketball coverage Tuesday night here in the Fieldhouse. The boys will play against either Ulysses or Nickerson. Schedule, streaming, and more online at adastraradio.com. There's the turnover. Ulysses throws it away underneath. AdAstraRadio.com and the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. Madison across the timeline. Buhler down 7, 1:11 to go in our third quarter. Buhler with just one 2-point basket in this game. Here is Combs with it. Up top, Madison. Back to Ava. Ava.
Blocked.
3 blocked. Rebound, Ulysses. They've got to stop settling. Got to stop settling. 3 the other way, missed. Up top by Curl, rebound inside. Count the bucket and a foul. Hallie Nagel came to play today. She must have eaten her Wheaties on that long ride from Ulysses.
Yeah, I saw the Ulysses bus in Hutch earlier today, and yeah, it's a boat ride from Ulysses, but yeah, Nagel is having a field day.
How much?
She probably had one of those great burritos in Ulysses, Aaron.
Should be 30-21, I believe. They've got it 29-21. As Nagel missed the free throw. The other way, another 3 launched. Good grief. Out of bounds.
And Coach Mitchellstetter pleading with the ladies to run the offense before they shoot it.
How many threes have they taken today?
A lot.
Tigers up by 10, actually. So the free throw by Nagel was good. And it's a double-digit lead and a foul on the Crusaders. And that is going to put Ulysses at the line for 1-1. And here comes Hainan.
Yeah, that's going to be foul number 4 on Lauren Speck. So these seniors,
well,
clinging to their season right now.
33 seconds left in a tough third quarter. Ulysses back to the free throw line, a 1-1. The front end missed. And a foul on the rebound on Leslie Lerma. That free throw missed by Chloe Curl.
And that is Lerma's 4th, so it'll be interesting to see if they take her out. She's the second leading scorer tonight for Ulysses.
Emma Ball, a 5'4" sophomore, is going to come into the game, and Lerma will go out.
Okay, this is a good thing. They're finally forcing Ulysses to get deeper into their bench than they have all game long.
Madison will be picked up in backcourt by Curl. Madison drives off to Combs. Near side, Hainan. In the corner of Madison for 3. That's missed. Rebound. Seeley had it, lost it, and they're going to call Seeley for a foul.
Yeah, Seeley had the rebound momentarily and then lost it. Nagel came up with it, and then Seeley's momentum carried her into Nagel. And so now Nagel, the last Lady Tiger you want at the line, is going to be back there.
And that'll be another 1-1 for the Tigers. That'll be the 19th foul. Grace Murray into the Ulysses lineup.
33, Grace Murray into the lineup.
Got the front end here.
And missed by Nagel. Rebound of the lane, Ava Combs. Combs plays it off to Madison in the corner. Siemens for 3, and an out, no good. Rebound, Ulysses. Good grief.
Yeah, Cammie Kenny boarded it.
Tigers.
Oh, no. Oh, and they launch a prayer by Asa, and she gets fouled at the half court.
At mid-court line by Ava Combs.
And so now she'll have 3 free throw tries here with 9/10 of a second left to close the quarter.
First is good. That is Jocelyn Baez's first point of the second half. She had 2 free throws in the first half. And she makes her second with 1 more to make it a 13-point game. Got them all.
So she's perfect from the line, 5 for 5.
34-21. Tigers lead by 13 with 8 minutes to go. We're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got spark?
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge.
Today brought to you in part by Cargill Salts, by Countryside Feed, Rod's Tire and Service, by Yoder Meat, and by Crable Tree Clearing. Our guys will play on Tuesday, and we'll see. Certainly they will be favored against either Nickerson or Ulysses. You never say never.
Yep.
But I know that they are.
Well, and you know if it's Nickerson, they're going to play with a little bit more of a chip since we know a lot of those guys. Carson knows on the baseball diamond, it's I think Ulysses would be less of a test than Nickerson.
Buhler gets outscored 14-6, and a steal by Alex Hutton. In the fourth, the pass the other way, off of Haynen's hands, deflected out of bounds by Ulysses. Well, I think at this point, coach has mixed and matched her lineup a lot. She kind of got to ride the back of your seniors here the rest of the way and either live with them or die.
She's got 3 on the floor right now.
Siemens tries another 3. I cannot tell you how many threes were tried today.
Yeah, and listening to Coach Mitchell Stetter's talk during that break, it was basically the talk that you get when your season's on the line. You got 1 quarter of basketball left. How are you going to choose to go out? They have to run through the offense. They can't turn the ball over, and they have to lock down on defense.
Siemens out, replaced by Marin Lackey. And there's a 5 count as Baeza could not get the ball in bounds, and Buhler will get it back. Well, at the end of the day, they've got to put the ball in the basket.
Yep. We still have just 1-2 this entire game. That is such a strange statistic this afternoon.
And they've got to get the ball inside. Madison with it left side. Near side, Haynen for 3 and an out, no good. And rebound Marin Lackey. Marin Lackey will try a 3, and that's good.
So Lackey cuts it back to a 10-point game. Now the Lady Crusaders need to play tough defense, and they nearly turn them over. Good play made by Hutton. Going right at Chloe Curl near the half-court stripe.
Yeah, tough, too. We're talking about get the ball inside. You've got your big and Haynen out shooting threes. You don't have anybody to rebound the basketball. Fortunately, Lackey came out of there with it, and she knocked down a 3. 34-24, 6:59 left. Here is Nagel off to Baeza for 3. Missed. Strong. Long rebound goes all the way in backcourt. And it'll be run down by Lerma. He'll stay with Ulysses. To Baeza. Tigers trying to steal one here as they just turned it over off the hands of Nagel out of bounds.
Well, if you play tough defense and speed Ulysses up, they'll turn it over. And so the Lady Crusaders really have to ratchet up that pressure here down the home stretch.
A 2-win team here. Ulysses has been outscored by double figures 13 times this year, but they are playing tough today. Here is Lackey near side up top to Madison. Ulysses stays glued to that zone. Far side of Horning. Taryn dribbling through traffic off to Madison for 3. That won't go. Rebound Ulysses. They've been good on the boards today.
They have been excellent. That was Nagel's rebound there.
6 minutes to play in a 10-point game, and Nagel inside missed. Gets her own rebound, put back. It's good.
Yeah, Nagel now with, do the math here, 17 points this afternoon.
36-24. It's a 12-point game. Madison launches another 3. That missed off the side of the backboard, and a rebound. That, to me, was a desperation heave. Wow. Tigers the other way. Lerma. And a drive inside, and the floater off the window, in and out, no good. Rebound, Alex Hutton. Good
Great
rebound
board.
by Alex.
Great board by the senior.
Madison out high with it. Lackey for 3, short. Rebound, Ulysses. Well, you would have told me that Mallory Hayden would not have a shot from the free throw line or in at all in this game. That's insane. Credit Ulysses with their defense. Just traveling on Leslie Lerma. Well, Ulysses is trying to help Buhler get back in it with the turnovers.
Yeah, Ulysses, they're a team. They've only won 2 games this year, so I think they're starting to play a little tighter here.
Hayden out, replaced by Utsi. Lauren Speck still over on the bench with 4 fouls. She has just 2 points. And she's going to come to the scores table to check in with 4:54 to go. Utsi inside, threw her hands out of bounds, and Buhler will turn it right back the other way.
It was a good feed that time from Madison inside. Just Utsi got kind of tangled up with one of the Ulysses defenders and loses it out of bounds.
Specked in and Hutton out. 4:49 left. Tigers cling to a 12-point lead by double digits.
There we go.
And another steal, turnover. Madison missed the free throw. With the layup. Rebound Tigers.
That kind of encapsulates what kind of a day it's been.
It could not be more frustrating. Tigers inside. Nagel tripped up and fouled. She'll go to the line in the double bonus for 2.
See who they put the foul on. They'll put it on Taryn Horning. That's just her first.
First personal foul, Taryn Horning.
But Ulysses in the double bonus already. Just 14 fouls on Ulysses this half. And a lot of that's because we haven't been able to get to the rim.
Nagel in the game is now just 3 of 9. She has not done well at the free throw line, but she's there again for 2. Second on the way is missed. Rebound Madison. Still a 12-point game. Here's Specty inside, and she threw it away. That's going to be an over and back. Threw it deep. Boy, look at the.
All right, need to get a turnover.
15 to go. Nagel, jumper missed. Rebound Lerma, put back good.
She didn't get boxed out that time. Lerma had all the space in the world to get the offensive board and put back, and now we hit the halfway point. Buhler kind of desperation mode.
Heave for 3. Madison up top, missed. Boy, all kinds of contact inside. Long rebound of Horning. Put back 2, missed. Rebound Ulysses.
Lots of one-shot possessions for Buhler. That was a 2-shot one there, but
I want to wish our middle school 7th and 8th graders, they're in their league tournament today down in Hayesville. Good luck to the 7th and 8th grade boys teams. Time out of the floor. 3:40 left. Ulysses by 14. 38-24 on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
For sand, gravel, concrete, and decorative rock, call the professionals at Gravel and Concrete Incorporated. Locally owned and family operated, John, Chris, Laura, and Lyle Paulson are always happy to help you with your sand, gravel, and concrete needs. And be sure to check out their large selection of landscape holders. That's Gravel and Concrete Incorporated. Call 422-3249.
Serving all of Central Kansas, Gravel and Concrete Incorporated, 7010 North Nickerson Road. Call 422-3249.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Sterling College Lady Warriors coming up tonight. Will be in the semifinals of the KCAC tournament as they will host Kansas Wesleyan tonight at 7 in the Gleason. Warrior ladies still undefeated. That is amazing. All the way into the postseason tournament, they have not lost a game. They will play at 7 tonight. Pregame coming up with Scott Hogan from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth at 6:45. Tiger ball up 14, 3:37 to play. It is Utsi, Horning, Specht, now McDowell and Lackey on the floor. Leslie Lerma has it out high. Far side circle, Tigers with just 2 wins this year. They beat Ellsworth 47-28 in their early season tournament. And their last win came on January 21st against Osborne. Now a steal, Utsi off to Specht, and it's stolen right back.
Yeah, she tried to be unselfish that time and hit Speck, but it got stolen away underneath by Lerma.
Tigers again the other way.
As we go under 3, Buhler got to get stops.
And Lerma whistled for a travel.
So the ladies trying to dial up the pressure. But
well, honestly, minus Hallie Nagel, there really hasn't been any offense on either side today.
Yes.
Here's McDowell up near the timeline. Far side to Lackey. And Lackey fouled in the lane.
Good to see her attack between those top 2 defenders. I know we keep preaching it, but that's something Buhler's got to do to beat the 2-3 zone.
Siemens, Combs, and Hutton return. Lackey, McDowell, and Utsi come out. Horning to play it in. 3 Combs, missed.
Good board
Rebound
by
Specht. Horning 3, good. And that'll get it to an 11-point game.
Lady Crusaders have got to really pressure here.
38-27, lead is 11, 2:16 left. And Nagel inside, missed the shot.
There
Rebound Specht, and that is going to be a foul over the back on
Yeah.
Cammie Kinney. It'll be her 3rd.
Good to see that foul. I mean, finally trying to even things up.
That'll be the 3rd on Kinney, 6th team foul, 2:08 to go, 38-27. Lauren Specht to play it in to Taryn Horning. Off to Ava Combs. Combs far side, dribbling with the ball in the far corner to Siemens. Now Combs tripped and fouled by Hayden Riley. That'll be the 7th team foul, 3rd on Riley.
I think that's actually her 4th.
It is her 4th.
Okay, so they have 2 starters with 4. If Buhler could just escort one of them off the floor, get some of these other players in that haven't played much, that would help us.
Ava Combs, 4 of 8 at the line of the year, shooting a 1-and-1. First free throw in and out, no good. And a rebound for Cammie Kinney.
And Hutton giving everything she's got in the backcourt, playing tough defense. Good to see her playing her guts out like she has all season long.
Buhler to play it in, or check that Ulysses. Leslie Lerma. Good defense by Ava Combs. Boy, Lerma, how is that not a 5 count? Then they call a foul? Are you stinking kidding me? Wow.
Tough break for the Crusaders there.
Wow. Leslie Lerma will shoot 2. Ava Combs with her 2nd foul. I mean, I can count to 5. I don't know if I could get to 6. It's questionable some days. 1 of 2 for Lerma, 39-27. And Buhler throws it away, trying to get it up the floor to Siemens. Lead is 12. And Buhler wants a timeout. 1:33 left. Well, fellas, still love these kids. Still, it hurts. I mean, I'm still struggling with Thursday.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I wanted that so bad for them. We're going to stay positive here.
Well,
and we're going to cheer them on no matter what.
Yes. Well, we are now reaching the point in the game where Buhler's got to
desperation.
Have that full court pressure. Try to get quick turnovers and quick buckets, get to the line, and we're going to have to make free throws. Going to first off have to get to the free throw line, and then going to have to make them. But, yeah, Ulysses is a team. If you speed them up, they'll turn it over. But time is not on our side, only 93 seconds left. It's not an unclimbable lead right now, but it's going to have to happen quickly, and we're going to have to get those turnovers.
Buhler looks like he could eat a grizzly bear. He hasn't said much in the second half.
Yes.
Got to get some turnovers.
Right now, Ulysses is +5 at the free throw line. Tigers with the ball inbounds, 90 seconds left. And what do we got? Jump ball called.
Jump
It'll
ball,
be Buhler
okay.
ball. So
the arrow goes our way.
Ulysses turnover. They've got to come up with 12 points in the next minute 26. Madison will come to the table. And coach wants a substitution timeout. It's going to get her seniors back in. Hanen and Madison will return. Siemens out, Combs out. Ulysses, they're only +5 at the free throw line, but they've shot 13 more than Buhler has today.
And in a low-scoring game, that makes a big difference.
Madison for 3, missed. Rebound out of bounds to Ulysses, 1:07 left.
Okay, it's going to be tipped.
They're going to say it was tipped out by the Tigers, so it'll be Buhler ball.
All right, so there's still hope in Mudville, but we got to get something going really quick.
Madison for 3, missed. Rebound Ulysses, 1 minute left in our season. Ball knocked loose, taken by Baeza. And Baeza will be take a timeout. Ulysses, actually. I'm sorry. What do you think about as we look at how the brackets stack up in 4A? You have an undefeated Clay Center team, and certainly I think they'll be in the state tournament. I'm not sure about the 4A at Augusta. Circle's the top seed. I kind of like Andale.
Yeah, I mean, the Andale girls are pretty gritty.
I'm not saying Circle can't get there, but I kind of like Andale.
Yeah, no, they're a well-coached team, and I mean, we played them here a few weeks ago. I mean, I was really impressed by the Lady Indians.
Clearwater's substitute. Clearwater's the #1 seed, but again, I like the 2. I like Wellington in that. I'm not just saying that because they're my.
I was going to say, your alma mater. But no, and Wellington's had a really good run of junior high. I mean, they've won the junior high.
Some good young kids.
Yes, they've dominated the Patriot League on the girls' side for quite some time. But now, let's see if these Lady Crusaders can't do something special or miraculous here down the home stretch.
2.7 left. That would be miraculous. Nagel to Lerma. And the ball poked out of bounds by Horning. And I think we expect Miege to be there. And certainly I would say most people would favor Mac out of our sub-state. We'll see. Anything can happen on any given day. That's why even when our teams lose, we continue to watch, right?
Yes, no doubt.
Floater Lerma missed. Nagel rebound, putback missed. Rebound Madison, right. 32 seconds left.
Got to push it quick.
Here is Horning. Horning drives. Off to Hanen for 3. Rebound Ulysses, 20 seconds left. Tigers are going to win it. 39-27. Here's Nagel inside, score it, and a foul.
Well, it's fitting that Nagel scores yet again. I mean, she has been the do everything for Ulysses, and in a game where offense has been hard on both ends, I mean, she's going to have the game high by a long ways.
That is the 3rd foul on Alex Sutton. Stat of the game, fellas. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Free throw good by Nagel. Buhler today with 1 2-point field goal.
I don't know if I've ever witnessed it.
Madison for 3, missed. Rebound tap to Horning for 3 at the buzzer, and that's the game.
Well, it's always an emotional time when you get to sub-state, where across the state, every single game that happens, there's going to be young ladies who play their final basketball game and young men. And so for our 4 seniors, their careers as Crusaders come to a close here at home today against the Ulysses Tigers. But I got to say, these group of young ladies fought hard, you know, played hard throughout the entire season, and they were a treat to watch, and I know that they're going to be successful in their spring sports, and it'll be fun seeing what they do in life.
Well, we talked about that. And, here's the thing at the end of the day, right? We've said this before. Today was not fun. I mean, I don't think you can put a bow on that, right? Today was not fun for anybody, and you could see the emotion of the ladies as they went to the locker room. That obviously today was not fun.
Yep.
They're pretty devastated, but you're right. At the end of the day, they're terrific kids.
They are.
Our seniors are some of the most fantastic people you will ever meet, and they're going to go on, and they're going to be really successful at whatever they do.
Yep, well, because everyone, as an athlete, your career comes to a conclusion no matter how good you are. And, so what you take away from the sports and the games that you play is what it's all about. And, this group of, like I said, they were fun to watch and, played hard throughout the entire season. I cannot say that so much because everybody has watched a team in any sport where the seniors check out or the seniors stop caring. And these seniors, they really did care. They played with their hearts on their sleeve, and, they each had their strengths and moments. And, it was fun to get to watch them this year. And they'll get ready for the soccer pitch. The soccer players will,
Yeah, the hard thing is, the hard thing to wrap my brain around is that isn't even close to the team we saw on Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe the double overtime takes something out of them. I don't know.
Yeah, it's what I really feel like happened today. Ulysses is a team that had only won 2 games all year long, and a team that has struggled. You got to put them away early. You got to take away their hope early, and Ulysses got some confidence established early on, and when you are a 2-3 team, you've got to get a 2-3 team down. If a 2-3 team has the lead, they can camp out in that zone, and that's why we finished the game with 1 field goal inside the 3-point line today, which, I've been watching basketball my entire life. I don't know if I've ever seen it. And I've seen some low-scoring games where people are playing stall ball. I don't think I've ever seen a game where there was just 1-2 made.
Yeah, and the mentality somehow changed in this Crusaders team. We haven't seen them shoot this many threes all year, and we come into today's game and they make 2 to go up 1, 6-5, and then all of a sudden that's what they're starting to rely on. I don't know if it's they were frustrated with how poorly they were doing down low and couldn't get the ball inside, so they resorted to that. But it really hurts your heart to see these seniors go out this way.
All right. Well, Ulysses outscores Buhler 31-12 in the second half, and they win it 39-27. Postgame coming up. We'll have comments, analysis, and a look ahead to what's on tap next week. Back after this, Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
It's a fresh new year and a great time to check out Nextech Wireless for your business. Spend a little time with our business team and get a tailor-made wireless plan that connects just how you need it to. Sign on and we'll set you up with great technology and coverage that's supported by the best service at the best price. Let our business group earn your business. We'll show you why we're something different. Nextech Wireless for Business. Kansans supporting Kansans. 785-621-5130.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We'd love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out adamsbrowncpa.com. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs, above and beyond.
When disaster strikes your home or business, shop local. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When pipes break, fire strikes, or the unthinkable hits your home or business, call us. With over 10 years of experience, we know how to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration. We'll help you rise again after your disaster.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at Prairie Bank. locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
You're listening to the Next Tech Wireless Road to a Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. Stay connected with a plan designed just for you. Their plans give you what you need at a price you can afford. Next Tech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And welcome back here on our post game. Crusader Basketball brought to you by Cargill Salts, by Countryside Feed, by Rod Siren Service, by Yoder Meats, and by Crable Tree Clearing. Well, looks like everybody's out now but the seniors in the locker room, and well, they're out too. A couple of them are anyway. There's Specht and Hutton. Love those kids. Not certainly the way we wanted to finish today.
Well, the unfortunate thing about the way the basketball postseason works, and especially with there not being a third-place game this year, only one team in every class, boys or girls, will finish the year on a win. Everybody else has to finish on a loss. And, but it was definitely a frustrating day. Ulysses' zone played amazing. I mean, to limit us to just one field goal that wasn't a three, just an incredible effort. And, it was a game where we really didn't get Ulysses sped up, which Ulysses was able to play that slow tempo in the half court like they wanted to, and just kind of a frustrating day.
Well, our post-game wrap-up today brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Ulysses 10 of 21 from the free throw line. Buhler 4 of 7. And that was a big difference in the game. A large part of that is the Buhler was never able to get into the lane and never really got to the rim all day. Specht had a couple of shots on the block, but never got the ball really toward the basket, and credit that zone.
Yeah, I mean, you think about this, guys, we didn't have a single and one try today. They did a really good job on the zone packing it in. Ulysses has a very thin depth, and we got so close to some of those starters fouling out, but I really think this game could have changed immensely, because you think about it, like they brought Emma Ball in for like 10 seconds. I mean, there was, and they didn't even suit up that many girls, but they had a lot of girls that didn't even see the floor today, and if we could have gotten some of their ball handlers out, I think it could have changed. We were so close, but just a day where the shots weren't falling, and sometimes that happens in the game of basketball.
Big game for Hallie Nagel, who finishes with 20 points. She had 11 in the first half and 9 in the second half. Hayden Riley with 5, Cammie Kinney with 2, Leslie Lerma with 10, and Jocelyn Baeza with 5. Peter got 9 from Madison and 9 from Horning, 3 from Lackey, 1 from Seeley, 3 from Siemens, and 2 from Specht. The Crusaders score single-digit points in all 4 quarters and just 12 points in the second half. They will finish their year at 4-17. Ulysses improves to 3-16. Ulysses will travel to Nickerson for semifinal play on Wednesday, and we will have a coverage of that game next week as part of, I don't know how many games we'll have done by the Tech Wireless Road to a Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. If you love basketball, next week is your week.
Oh, yeah, and it got started this week with the 1As beginning their sub-state play, and it is going to be chock full of high school basketball and college basketball as well, as the Sterling College ladies, you talked about them, continue to win. But, it's a fun time of the year. It's always a kind of a reflective time of the year because, like I said, for the seniors, every single game there's going to be kids that as they are stepping onto the floor, know this might be the last night I ever get to play high school basketball, and so you want to make it count and make it memorable.
Yeah, there's going to be a loser in every game the rest of the way, and that loser is going to end their season.
Yep, gets to start on the spring sports.
Well, more in our postgame coming up. We'll have our play and player of the game back to wrap things up. After this, you're listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
An alarming number of Kansas preteens admit to drinking alcohol in the last 2 weeks, which makes it urgent for caring adults to find every opportunity to talk to their kids about the dangers of underage drinking. Research shows when youth have multiple conversations with adults about avoiding alcohol and other drugs, they listen. Underage drinking lowers inhibition and increases the chance of risky, regrettable behaviors. Find tips on what to say at riseupreno.org or on Facebook at Rise Up Reno Prevention Network.
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
You're listening to the Next Tech Wireless Road to a Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. Stay connected with a plan designed just for you. Their plans give you what you need at a price you can afford. Next Tech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here one final time to Jim Baker Fieldhouse on this Saturday of the start of the 4A Sub-State playoffs. And we're back to wrap things up with our play and player of the game. We'll also check in on the progress of Sam Elliott in state wrestling. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game tonight. Phillip on gasoline, stacks, and more. At Dix Phillips 66, family owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutch, where every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. And Taryn Horning had our play of the game. See if they can turn defense into offense. Here comes Horning in the lane. Yes, finally a bucket.
That is the first two of the entire game for Buhler.
24-18, lead down to 6. 2:46 to play here. The other way, shot blocked, but they're going to get Hanen with a foul. And that was tonight's Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. It came from Taryn Horning with 2:46 to play. Our player of the game, will announce that coming up momentarily. And wrap up our broadcast. Look ahead to Tuesday's men's matchup here in the Fieldhouse. And we'll get some final comments from Coach Mitchell-Stetter. Appreciate her generosity and all the time that you've given us this year, Coach. First of all, it's been a joy to work with you all year, and I know this is certainly not the way that you wanted to end it. It's tough for everybody. So.
Yeah, it is tough. I felt like we didn't come in with the energy and the poise and everything that we've had the past couple games, and then we just couldn't get over that hump. So it's disappointing. I'm thankful for our 4 seniors and what they did for our team this past year and what they did for the Buhler program, even though I was only with them for a year. So.
Yeah, it feels like you guys have grown a lot this year, and I know, obviously a lot of kids coming back in the program. You're going to get a pretty good 8th grade class in, I think, that's going to help you some. And but still, with all of that, you're going to have a lot of youth next year.
Oh, yes. Once again, I feel like we're going to be young for a while, but we still have some girls that played this year that gave us some good minutes that could lead our team for next year. So I'm excited for that. I'm sad I get to lose my 4 seniors. They played their hearts out all season long for us, and I'm very proud of them.
Feel like you've grown. I mean, your first year as a head coach, you feel like you've grown some too, and just how's that process been for you?
Man, I've learned a lot. Even in this game, I learned. There's little things I don't think about, and that after the game, I'm like, oh crap, yep, I should have done it this way, and that way. So, first year head coach at the high school level, you learn every time. The girls teach you things. You strategize and realize things don't work, but it's always a learning experience. If I'm not learning something and trying to improve, I'm not doing my job.
Well, maybe the best compliment I can give your team, and is, and it speaks to the character of your kids, is that no matter what the score has been this year, they always play 100%. I've never seen them quit, even in that last 30 seconds today. And again, it speaks to the quality of your kids.
Yes, I totally agree. And thank you guys for everything you've done for the program and for me this past year.
All right, Coach. Well, go coach those little guys up in the off season, okay?
Oh, yes.
And get them ready.
Yo, I will. Thank you.
We'll see you down the road. Thanks, Coach. All right, let's wrap things up with our player of the game today. And we will give it to, I guess fitting, right, to give it to one of our seniors. How to do that. We'll make Emily Madison our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, WIFCO Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrications. Online at wifcosp.com. Ladies lose it 42-27. Sterling College basketball coming up at 7 tonight. The Lady Warriors in the semifinals of the KCAC tournament. That'll be a 6:45 pregame. We'll be on the air Tuesday with Crusader basketball here from the Fieldhouse. I do not have a final yet. I do now. Nickerson wins 67-62 over Ulysses. And so that'll be a 7 o'clock game. Buhler and Nickerson in the Fieldhouse on Tuesday night. And we'll have coverage beginning at 6:30 with our Midway Motors drive to the game. Just a quick update on Sam.
Yeah, Sam, after going 3 periods in his first match, ends it really quick, gets a pin at the end of the first period, so he is finals bound and will he doesn't know who he wrestles yet, but into the state championship yet again for Sam Elliott.
All right, we're excited for that. Emily Schweitzer won the state title yesterday.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So we will have Emily and Sam on in our coverage on Tuesdays. Part of our pregame. We'll get comments from them, and good luck next week as well to our Buhler Bowlers that are going to compete at state. Lots of basketball ahead. Our Next Tech Wireless Road to a Championship presented by Rise Up Reno. Find schedules and more online at adastraradio.com. Christopher, thanks. And Carson, appreciate you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday back here in the Fieldhouse.
Yes, enjoy your one-day weekend, gentlemen.
Something like that. Sterling College basketball tonight at 7 for Chris Shank, Carson Moeller, and our whole CSN crew. Thanks to those guys for shooting great pictures tonight. We'll see you Tuesday. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball here on 95.9 HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hutch are proud supporters of high school sports. And of course we are proud to support our community any way we can. Good luck to